At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Now Murray. Pass to the left side, taken in by Harrison. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. First down, Arizona. On 1st down, it's Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Throwing now is Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Benson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it.
No, borrowed out. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Putting it to the right side, Johnson. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play develop. Big play, but no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish.
5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Come on. Steady.
Back to throw. Grant. That's caught by Tucker. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Steady.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Steelers had a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 19.
Completes it to Austin. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Come on, come on. Hey, crack all 80.
Looking to throw. Grant. Screenplay. Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 45-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if we're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does its job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Let's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Viking, 18. 18, Pioneer.
Off play action. Grant. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
34-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And just shutting him off there. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
Let go.
They'll run on 1st down. Dodge. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Street. 70 Timberwolves.
Pat Freiermuth from 3 yards out. And the Steelers have regained the lead. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
19 yards. And first down.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Benson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And they'll run again. And this time he's in for a Cardinal touchdown. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets them to about the 44. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Okay,
right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Cougar 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Get it.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Timberwolf. Go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 31-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission? There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. It appears they're going to throw forward with Murray. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8.
Steelers 13. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Okay, ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Grant. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, 52 yards. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up. Now a one-point game. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
They're on 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as it will come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Murray. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Let's go. Hey. Shit.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, neutral here. They're not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth to give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 75. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
Ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's caught by Harrison, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Cardinals, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get that complete to Harrison.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Trey Benson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken a third-quarter lead. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
Steelers 26. Chad Weiland to kick
So
off.
after the field goal, Weiland back out as he'll send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
9-yard line.
AC Cardinal. Go.
Operating from the gun. Grant out to the flat here for Johnson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Ready? 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Back to throw. Grant. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
DK Metcalf, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On play action, it's Murray. Open man, here's Benson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with a loss.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. This is caught. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cards have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Grant going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 37.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing it to a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Dragon 60. Let's go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Got it. Ready?
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Grant targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Grant for the left side. Caught the loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
70 Lions.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 about the 4. 127 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here we go. Strike. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions. Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they caught a break with that missed field goal. Instead of being tied, they now sit in the 4th quarter driver's seat, still up 3. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Murray now. Able to get this one to McBride. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This, a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And now they'll shift things around.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Throwing to start the drive. Grant. He finds Austin complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a lane for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Up the middle, Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 138 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Crack on 80. 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
Operating from the gun. Grant. Dumping it off for Johnson. Powers by at the 40. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They give up the middle to Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their play. Looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Again, it's Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Williams on the stop.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Come on, come on.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. Now 1st and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Slide for the PAT. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Oh, some hitting going on there.